Starting on the vessels of the posterior hip, we'll cover arteries and veins and their differences a little more in depth in Unit 3 when we get to the heart and lots of the major blood vessels of the body. But for now, what you need to know about arteries is that they take blood away from the heart, whereas veins bring blood back to the heart. So for our arteries, the first one we're going to talk about is superior gluteal artery. And with these arteries and veins, if they have the same name, such as superior gluteal vein and superior gluteal artery, you can assume that they're going to follow a very similar path. Now, veins develop a little bit differently in each and every one of us, but if they're named the exact same, they go to the same places and they have a very, very similar path. So when you find superior gluteal artery, superior gluteal vein is also going to be going to the same place and almost right next to it. So we're going to talk about them in pairs. And the nerve will also follow right along with both of these if it has the same name, which we'll see in a second, superior gluteal nerve. Now, the superior gluteal artery, vein, and nerve, where they're going to is the gluteus medius and gluteus minimus area. So they will be taking blood to these muscles and taking blood away from these muscles. And also we talked about with the muscles and their nerve that innervates some superior gluteal nerve, it'll be telling those muscles what to do. Inferior gluteal artery, inferior gluteal vein, and inferior gluteal nerve will be going to gluteus maximus. Now here are our nerves we have to know. We just talked about superior gluteal nerve, inferior gluteal nerve. We'll see pictures of all these in a second. We've already discussed sciatic nerve as well. So in this picture, we have piriformis highlighted in green. If you'll recall, I mentioned earlier piriformis being one of the most important muscles of this region, and it's actually going to be relevant here again because superior gluteal nerve and artery, and also the vein. So let's color that in on this picture. Just going to go the exact same path. Let's be a little more medial here. And inferior gluteal vessels, superior gluteal artery, vein, and nerve are all going to come out the top of piriformis, whereas inferior gluteal nerve, artery, and vein are going to come out the bottom of piriformis along with that sciatic nerve. So again, piriformis is a very, very important muscle to get the hang of for this region, as it's going to help you figure everything out from this area. And that is going to complete chapter 3.